Today's patio chat is being brought to you locally by Westridge Furniture in Delphus. See it all at your finer outdoor furniture store.
Welcome back. Beth Seibert with us today, Allen County Commissioner, on this beautiful day. We were talking a little bit this week. You had a couple of companies that came forward about tax abatements and requesting those. For those maybe not familiar, explain what those businesses are asking you to do for them.
Well, the primary partner in this whole exchange is the Allen Economic Development Group, and they have spent months and months talking to companies, in this case Nutrien and Lakeview Farms in Delphus. And Nutrien wants to build about a $5 million project that will put contractors and some safety services under some new rooftops. And with that, they are asking for a 50% tax abatement for 10 years. Lakeview Farms is doing about a $2.2 million manufacturing and warehouse expansion, but the only way they can do that is to move Gressel Drive about 360 foot to the east, and that adds to their construction costs. So they're asking for a 90% abatement over 10 years. And when they ask, they start with the school districts, because the school districts are the primary recipient of property tax dollars, and then they go to the township or the city. And then the third ask is the Allen County Commissioners. And by the time it comes to us, if everyone is unanimously in support of that, how do we say no?
Right. Yeah.
And it's a great way for us to give them some incentive to make those expansions and keep their footprint here in Allen County.
Well, and you bring up a good point, because some people ask the value of a tax abatement like that, like asking, are we giving away the farm? But the idea is that you're trying to keep them here and spur economic growth. So you're, maybe giving a little to get a little, I would think.
And where people get confused is, like in the case of the $501 million expansion Procter & Gamble announced, and that's a 75% abatement over 15 years. The abatement is only for the new footprint and the new valuation. It's not for the existing company. And Nutrien even said to us, their property tax bill on an annual basis now is in the 7 figures, and that is not going to change.
Is there something to be said, too, if there's other businesses around the country thinking of setting up shop here, they see that it's a business-friendly county?
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope that they see that. We also believe that big corporations like Procter & Gamble and Nutrien, these expansions could have happened in another community in that great big global operation. But a lot of work goes into making this package and saying, hey, invest in Lima.
Yeah. The other thing you dealt with in the past few weeks is potential money from the opioid settlement. And I know you guys were kind of pulling in the reins a little bit, saying don't get real excited about this, and you got some more specific numbers today.
Yeah, there's been a lot of work over, I'd say, about a 5-year period to make sure that Ohio and Allen County and all of the political subdivisions within line up to get the opioid settlement dollars that we deserved. Been lots of talk about millions and millions of dollars. We got notice today that between Allen County, the city of Lima, American Township, Shawnee Township, and the village of Bluffton, we will receive a total of $55,000 a year, and that'll come to us annually over 18 years. And so it's not a million plop, but when we look at it over 18 years, it'll be $1 million. We've got some obligations to spend that very specifically for opioid treatment, recovery, safety services, and so once we receive that money, we'll start to look at how it should be and can best be distributed.
Yeah, give us a little bit of the history of that, because people still ask, well, what is that money from and what was the settlement about? Because it goes back a few years.
It did, and it goes back, the county commissioners working on that. Jay Begg worked on it before I got to that office. But basically blaming Big Pharma for putting so much opioid out there on the market, and this is their penalty, if you will, and what they owe communities for the destruction that they've done. And it is undoubtedly, we have seen so much harm to our community, our families, our businesses, because of the opioid situation. And so we want to make sure that these dollars, as limited as they are put to very good use.
All right, good information. Thanks for the update, Beth.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good seeing you. Delaware Medical News coming up next on Noon Edition.